All right, welcome everybody to School to Career's first Friday speaker series of 2021. We are very proud and excited to welcome Ms. LaMonica Wiggins, who is the librarian of the entrepreneurship librarian, beg your pardon, at Pitt. In order to combat being super chatty, I'm going to just turn it right over to her. So let's all give a big School to Career welcome to Ms. LaMonica.
Hi. I'm really glad to meet all of you. I just want to get to know more about you and kind of what brought you here. So if you could turn on your camera so I can see your lovely faces, and also unmute yourself, and we'll just sort of go around. I'll pick the person closest to me, and then we'll go from there. Just introducing yourself, your name, what grade you're in, and then if you've ever thought about starting your own business. And if so, what type of business have you thought about? So we'll start with Michael.
My name is Michael. I'm in the 11th grade, and I have thought about my own business, and it's like a filming business.
What do you mean by filming?
Just have my own like filming company,
like your own studio.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's awesome. Thank you for being here. Next, Trinity. Is it Trinity?
Yes. Okay. Hi guys, my name is Trinity Madison. I'm a freshman at University of UPrep and Milans, and I actually have my own business, but it's not necessarily in motion. But I do have my own Instagram account, and I do have products, but I'm just not really worried about it at the moment. I sell lip gloss. I have made orders and have sold some, but I'm not really worried about it right now. But yeah.
That's really great to hear. Thank you. Is it Tomi? Did I say that right?
Yeah, it's Tomi. You guys can hear me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hi, my name is Tomi. I'm a senior at Taylor Auto Dyes. Right now, I do have my own business. I crochet and personally crochet my things that I sell. So yeah.
Sweet. Okay, Jasmine, is that how you pronounce it?
Yes. Yeah, my name is Jasmine Bates. I actually do have my own business called Ken of Duncan, where I basically make custom pet gear for pets to match with their favorite human, and I'm in 7th grade.
Wow. That's awesome. Is it Armani?
Hello, my name's Armani. I'm in 11th grade. I go to CHR High School. The type of business I've considered starting was architectural / technology. I'm very interested in those two base careers. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. And I apologize. I'm going to butcher this name.
Okoye.
Yes. Say that again.
Nkoye.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Nkoye Fears. I am a junior at Urban Pathways. Currently, I don't think I'm thinking about a business. Lately, I've been thinking about starting a book, which I have been working on as of recently. Not so much a business, but I mean, it kind of goes in that region because you have to fund it and stuff. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, writing a book is definitely a business. There are lots of different types of entrepreneurs, and we'll talk about a couple of them during today's session. And then last but not least is Nayosa. How do you pronounce that? I'm sorry. I don't know if they're still there or not.
Anaya.
Oh, it says something different on your.
It's my email. Well,
Okay.
Well, my name's Anaya Malloy. I'm a freshman at Braddock Hills High School, and I want to start a business on designing clothes. And I designed some stacked jeans and some shirts that I want to sell, that I'm working on selling.
Sweet. That's great. Thank you. Thank you all for being here and for sharing some of your ideas and some of the businesses that you're already working with. I'm going to start my presentation here. Hopefully it doesn't wig out on me. Give me 1 second here.
Anaya, what did you say your last name is? I just want to make sure I have everybody registered.
Malloy, Malloy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, I can.
Okay, now can you see the presentation? The word cloud? Okay, great. So as Jeremy said, my name is LaMonica Wiggins, and I work at the University of Pittsburgh as their entrepreneurship librarian. So entrepreneurship and business is my focus area, right? I'm working directly with entrepreneurs who are like yourself, starting their own business or thinking about different business ideas. And I sort of help them from the beginning stages to understand who their customer is, how to start a particular business, how to understand, what industry they're going to be in, how to understand how to fund their business. So we sort of cover everything from A to Z when I meet directly with entrepreneurs in my work at the university. So for those who are sort of just coming to know the concept of entrepreneurship, we're going to go over some definitions for you. All right, so what is an entrepreneur? So an entrepreneur is a person who starts and runs a business and who accepts all the risk and rewards that come with starting that venture. Venture is just another word for business, right? So entrepreneurs, anyone can be an entrepreneur. There's no specific qualification that you have to have in order to be an entrepreneur. But entrepreneurs can spot an opportunity and then develop a vision for that product or a service or some sort of solution. And they put together all the resources needed to bring that idea to fruition or bring their idea to life. I'm going to actually close this, hide this panel. Okay. So you can see my screen. So entrepreneurship is also just a way of thinking. It's not necessarily starting a business. Sometimes people don't start businesses, even though they can be entrepreneurial in their own way. The core idea behind entrepreneurship is, again, building a solution that's solving a problem and then taking the steps to make that a reality. So entrepreneurs are actually crucial to our society because they bring new products, new services, and new technology into our lives. The clothes you're wearing, the food you're eating, the car you drive are all examples of products that have grown out of someone being an entrepreneur. Right? Entrepreneurs also bring lots of jobs and lots of income into our economy, which pays for things like public school education, roads, infrastructure. So entrepreneurs are crucial to our society. They really shape the inner workings of our country and our society as a whole. So they're super important. So young people becoming entrepreneurs is not a new concept. If we think about some of the most popular startups of late, companies like Facebook, Snapchat, these were all businesses that were started by entrepreneurs under the age of 30. So entrepreneurship has become a viable career option for folks who find themselves outside of the traditional high school to college to job trajectory. In a recent survey of Gen Zs, so that's you guys are Gen Zs, 54% of Gen Zs, so people age 15 to 21, indicated that they wanted to start their own company. And some of the reasons they wanted to start their own company was to be more in control of their life, to be debt-free, to have a purposeful life, to be good to the planet. These were all some of the driving forces behind them wanting to start their own businesses. And also a lot of Gen Zs are realizing a life beyond college or without college and college debt to achieve some of their life's goals. So this is especially true or significant for Black and Brown communities, and that where the high school graduation rates are still a little bit lower than white graduation rates, and unemployment rates are still higher than for white individuals. So especially people of color are thinking of entrepreneurship as a way to grow and enjoy their life. Especially with the pandemic and unemployment being so high because of the pandemic, job prospects for young people are not great. So thinking about ways that you can support yourself beyond your 9-to-5 job has been, again, something that's been very young entrepreneurs have been very thoughtful about this, considering the circumstances of the pandemic right now. So what are the characteristics of an entrepreneur? This is where we're going to dive into the word cloud activity that I mentioned before. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So I want to know what you guys think are the characteristics of an entrepreneur. All right. So if we want to put in the chat the link.
Ms. LaMonica, is this the Kahoot quiz and the Menti survey?
The Menti survey.
All right, everybody. I'm putting a link in the chat right now. If you could click that link and go there, that would be lovely.
So we're going to, in this survey, we're going to build a word cloud. And list 3 characteristics of entrepreneurs. So either skills that entrepreneurs need to have or a mindset that they need to have. Was everyone able to get in? Okay, I see it being built now.
Do I need to do it again after I submitted 3 words?
No, you can just do 3.
Okay, thank you.
If you want to do more, you can do more, but it's not necessary. Let's see what everyone's writing here. So we've got some good things coming in here. Confidence. Yes, really great. Persistence, patience, dedication, being organized, very important. Passionate, optimistic, hardworking, having good communication, being a leader. Sorry, it's my dog. These are all very great characteristics here of entrepreneurs. You guys hit the nail on the head. So let's look at how your list stacks up with some of the things that I've come up with in terms of characteristics of entrepreneurs.
What did you say?
We're going to take a look at my list here to see how your answers, what answers matched up. All right. Okay, so what are the characteristics of an entrepreneur? Hardworking as a mindset. You're going to be working long hours. You're going to be working a lot, wearing many hats as a entrepreneur, being innovative. Excuse me. So entrepreneurs are always thinking about how they can use technology to shape their world, how to solve problems, to think outside the box. Persistent, that was another one that you all put in the box here. So constantly going, keep going, never giving up, always improving, always trying to evolve. Being resilient. So many entrepreneurs face rejection on a daily basis, and being able to push past your setbacks and focus on what's important. Being curious, always asking questions. You're not afraid to come up with solutions. Adaptable, so open to change or going with the flow. Passionate, that was another one that you guys mentioned. So being excited or enjoy what you're doing. And then another one is empathetic. So having the ability to understand how others feel and how they think is an advantage for entrepreneurs because it helps them with designing their products and their services. So really understanding your customer is going to be an important mindset to have as an entrepreneur. Some skills, problem solving skills. So looking at a problem and listing, a bunch of solutions to that problem, being able to communicate, whether that's speaking, writing, or listening to folks. Communication is key. Persuasion. So you're trying to get people to buy your product or buy your service. You have to persuade them. Or if you're looking for an investor, someone to fund your business, to give you money for your business, persuading them that your business is a good idea and is going to do well is an important skill to have. Teamwork, you're often working with other people, you're collaborating with your business, either with other people in your company or other people like partners in the community. Math skills, basic arithmetic, record keeping, these are all sort of math skills that you need to have for running a business. Technical skills, so being able to use different types of technology, both internet, computer technology, and also different types of machinery. One person mentioned a t-shirt shop or designing some sort of clothing, being able to use a screen press or screen print would be a skill that you'd have to have. And then time management. So you're working on lots of different things. You're wearing so many different hats. You're responsible for so many different things within your business. Managing your time well is also a skill that entrepreneurs need to have. Okay, so you guys did pretty well in understanding kind of what the characteristics of an entrepreneur are. So why be an entrepreneur? What are the risks and the rewards to being an entrepreneur? Well, it's exciting and fulfilling. You're getting to do what you want to do. You get to be your own boss and a leader within your organization. So you don't have people telling you what to do. You can be as creative as you want. You have a flexible schedule, so you can work whenever you want or wherever you want. So, you know, there are entrepreneurs who live all over the world, who sell their product in different countries, including the United States, and they may not live in the United States. So having a flexible schedule to be where you want to be is an advantage of being an entrepreneur. You get to work on your passion, and you get to learn a lot of new skills as an entrepreneur. Being resourceful, learning how to talk to people, learning how to manage money. These are all skills that you undertake as an entrepreneur. So some disadvantages, it's a lot of work. We've talked about this. You wear a lot of different hats. You're the web designer, you're the secretary, you're the CEO, you're the CFO, you're all the things, right? Sometimes you fail, and failure is not necessarily a bad thing. The thing about failure is you can think, you can evolve, you can think, how can I pivot? How can I change what I'm doing to make my business successful? But, you know, about 50% of businesses fail in the first 5 years. So that is something to think about. Money is not always consistent. You know, you may have more sales one month than you do another month. And it can also be stressful. And there is some risk or unpredictability about starting a business. But none of these things should discourage you from following your passion. So there are different types of entrepreneurs. I've listed a couple of them here. So for example, a small business owner, you know, someone who owns a hair salon or who starts a restaurant or a clothing business, for example, would be considered a small business owner. A freelancer is somebody who works on their own. So like a graphic designer, a YouTube influencer, or even an Uber driver, because you are considered a business as an Uber driver. Artists, so musicians, painters, if you own your own record label, you kind of fall under that category. Franchise owners, so that means you are buying into a business that already exists. So if you want to own your own McDonald's or your own gas station or cleaning business, you might become a franchise owner, and that's still an entrepreneur. And then social entrepreneur, which is what this competition is based on, is a different kind of animal. You can be any type of business, but a social entrepreneur is someone who establishes a business with the aim of solving a social problem or affecting social change in their communities. So social entrepreneurs might seek to address an unmet need within their community that has been overlooked. But the main goal is not about earning profit, it's not about earning money, but it's about implementing widespread improvement within your community and having a positive impact. So that's whether a social impact, a cultural, or an environmental impact. It's not to say that social entrepreneurs don't make a lot of money. If you pay attention to the news at all, one of the most well-known social entrepreneurs of our generation, Elon Musk, has now become the richest person in the world, right? And he is a social entrepreneur. So what does a social entrepreneur do? We talked a little bit about this, but they're more interested, again, in starting a business with a greater social good and not in a pursuit for profits. So some examples of what social entrepreneurs do: producing a environmentally friendly product. So designing bags made from recycled plastic to address our plastic pollution, or designing a 3D printed shoe to cut back on waste within the apparel industry, or developing an innovative technology like a computer program that can track the spread of disease, or creating an app that alerts people of police-involved shootings, or developing a VR game for physical therapy for the elderly or veterans, VR meaning virtual reality. Also serving an underserved community. So addressing a food desert in your community, for example, by starting a co-op or a farmer's market. This is an example of a social entrepreneur. Starting an educational program for young girls, or starting a microloan company or a firm for Black entrepreneurs to give loans to Black entrepreneurs. And then also focusing on philanthropic activities, like using proceeds from your tea sales to fund planting trees in Haiti. So say you are selling or developing a product, and a portion of the proceeds or the portion of the money that you make goes towards a good cause. So these examples that I've given are actual entrepreneurs, and we'll be having several of them participate in the competition, so you'll have the chance to talk to them and to learn how they got started and how they see themselves growing in the future. So you'll have a chance to work with many of these social entrepreneurs. Okay, so the program that you all are interested in, the lunchroom, it's modeled after the concept of the boardroom. If we think about, I don't know, I really don't want to mention he who must not be named. But if we think about Donald Trump's show and the boardroom where everyone sits around the table and they discuss, different business ideas, this is kind of what the concept is modeled after. The lunchroom is kind of where you guys are conversating and thinking about ideas. So this is a pitch competition for a social innovation. So you're looking at creating some sort of business that addresses a need in your community. So there are some skills you will develop by participating in this program. So we're looking at weekly remote meetups, expert speakers, interactive activities, and this will all help you in developing skills in ideation, product creation. So thinking of an idea and then creating a product or service that addresses that idea. Business financial literacy, so understanding how you fund your business, so where you're getting the money from, how you use the money within your business. Market research, so understanding who your target customer is and how you reach them, how you advertise to your target customer. And then you'll also learn skills like pitching. Pitching is a concept where you do a short, sometimes 1 to 2 minute presentation in front of a group of investors. So people who are going to give you money for your business. And you're basically describing to them what your business is and why it's worth investing in. So you'll be developing skills in all of these areas when you participate in this program. So the learning outcomes for the program, you're going to understand the importance and the benefits of entrepreneurship in society. And again, how everyone can be entrepreneurial in their lives, in their daily lives. The skills and the personality characteristics of entrepreneurs. The process from start to finish of starting your business and then bringing it to market. So getting out there and selling your products. How to pitch in order to get funding. You're going to learn some new vocabulary that comes along with entrepreneurship. And then you're also going to learn some digital technology skills that will make you competitive in whatever endeavor that you pursue, whether that's the workplace or in school or, you know, anything. So this is the schedule for the program. So the first week we're going to tackle what is an entrepreneur, what are the characteristics of an entrepreneur, what's social entrepreneurship. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into that. And we have a speaker who is a social entrepreneur who is going to be talking about how he started a soap business that uses or reuses soap from leftover soap, unused soap from hotels, and provides soap to third world countries. The second week, we're going to talk about how do entrepreneurs identify and solve problems. The third week, we're covering the mechanics of starting a business. So how do you identify your customer? How do you research trends? How do you fund a business? How do you write a business plan? All of those things. Week 4, we're going to look at prototyping and using technologies. So understanding how to create a physical or digital product or representation of your product. And then week 5, we're looking at pitching and understanding how to market your product to both your customer and your investor. And then the last week, you're actually going to be doing pitch competitions, or you're going to be doing pitches in a pitch competition with judges who will award the best business ideas. So you'll actually be working with a judge who will give you some critiques about your business. So there aren't a lot of deliverables because I don't want this to be overwhelming for you. I want you to have fun with this. I want you to learn, but there are some things that you will be able to produce by the end of this program. So you're going to create your own customer survey and gather feedback from customers. You're going to be writing reflections on the speakers that we have because there are speakers every week. And there's also articles that you'll be reading. You'll create your own business plan and a budget form. You'll do a digital presentation and you'll pitch to investors. So those are the deliverables for any student that participates in this program. So again, you're going to acquire some really great skills in terms of business and technology. You'll learn how to write a one-page business plan. We'll be using tools like the Lean Canvas, which looks at all the elements of your business, all the things you need to be thinking about. You'll learn about the mechanics of starting a business, so finding customers, registering your business, financing your business, how to design a prototype, so using VR and 3D printing, and then other tools like the Google Classroom, Google Slides, Zoom. You'll be, a Zoom expert after this, and Padlet, which is another tool for collecting your reflections each week, right? So you'll have some core skills, technology skills at the end of this. All right, so that is my presentation. Looks like I missed a question here. Not a question, just some comment.
Does anyone have any questions? I know a lot of you all said that you had your own business ideas, but this is the start.
Do you have your own business, Miss Monica?
I don't have my own business. I work directly with entrepreneurs who are starting their own business. And so I get a lot of through osmosis. But we'll have actual business owners. We'll have people who mentor entrepreneurs be a part of this program. So it's not just me sitting up here talking, for 6 weeks. You'll have experts at your disposal. I have thought about a couple of business ideas. That one idea about an app for alerting you of police involved shootings. was something that's been on my mind. But yeah, to answer your question, no. Any other questions about the program?
None?
How long is the program?
It's 6 weeks. So you have
Okay.
5 weeks of instruction from, instruction activities and things from our experts. And then the last week is the pitch competition. So the 6th week is when you're actually presenting to investors, and they will award the funds.
So is it like us making up like our own business, and we have at the last week we have, like you said, investors, and what if they want it, they'll buy it or they'll give us money or something?
Yeah, so it's a competition. So we'll have a set of judges that will listen to everybody's presentation, and then they'll award prize money based on the idea. So there's a grand prize, first and second prize, and then I believe there's some honorable mentions as well. So everyone is going to walk away with some prize money. But the idea is that you are really looking at what is social entrepreneurship and how you can create a solution within your community, address a need within your community. So by the end of it, you don't have to have an actual business, but you'll have the steps that you need to take that further if you do want to start that business. And we'll have help for you after the program if you want to take that idea, that business, and go with it. We'll have support for you after the program too.
So Michael's question is it individual or can you have a partner?
So I don't think that we have hashed this out necessarily. We were thinking if you wanted to have a group or a partner for your business idea, we are certainly encouraging that. But if you want to work on your own, that's okay too. So if you are wanting to have a partner for this, we can help you figure out who to partner with, or we can do it randomly. It's totally up to you all.
And because you all are still in school, we thought that the partnership may be easier because you are going to be writing a business plan and we don't want to take a lot of time away from your schoolwork. We'll be here to help you. I think Ms. Monica mentioned that the program will run every Wednesday at 4 o'clock on Zoom, and I'll send that link out to you guys as well. But also we'll be here on Mondays on that same Zoom to walk you through whatever your assignment was, or for you to go into a breakout room with your group members so that you can finalize some of those details on your project on Monday. So there's going to be a lot of support on those Mondays and Wednesdays. But I don't know, I like the team concept. It's truly up to you. And what I was saying before was, I know some of you all came to this competition or to this workshop or both with the idea of starting your own business. But sometimes, like Miss LaMonica said, sometimes you need to fail forward, in other words. So you don't want to necessarily just jump out there with yours and you don't know the steps yet. So we're teaching you what those steps are so that your business can even be more successful. And then when you go out and ask a potential funder for money or an investor for money, you can say, oh, I was in this pitch competition and won, and this was my social entrepreneur idea, and now I'm expanding upon that. So you technically could have two businesses at the end of this, or preparing for two different businesses at the end of this. Am I correct, Ms. Monica, in presenting it that way?
Yes, absolutely. So, a lot of you said that you have your own business. One thing that you could do with this, if you did want to focus individually on your own business, you could think of the social entrepreneurial aspect of your business, like how your business benefit the community? What solution could you come up with to address, something going on in your neighborhood or something going on in the greater Pittsburgh area? So that is an aspect that you could pursue as well. You could work individually on your own business, and then, or you could work in a group and come up with a totally new business. There's a question, Ava.
Hey, so my question is, I heard that you say there was going to be judges. So like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, is it about like the business? Does it have to be like I don't know how to explain it. Since there's going to be judges, what kind of business do it have to be? Like, or is it just anything?
So, I mean, through the process of this program, you'll be thinking about what some problems are and what some solutions to those problems are.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right. So it's not just like, oh, this random thing. Like, it's very structured. You'll be going through, each week you'll learn a new skill, and that will help you to develop your business idea. And then at the end, it's really not, we're looking for certain types of businesses. It's more like the idea of your business. Is it feasible? Is it well thought out? Who is it benefiting? These are the sort of things that you'll be judged on, and not the type of business it is, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Does that answer your question?
Yep.
Cool. Any other questions before we jump into this Kahoot quiz? We're going to test your knowledge of entrepreneurship, which a lot of you are entrepreneurs, and so it's going to be very competitive.
Miss Carla, what do you think? Are we going to play and give these kids a run for their money?
I have no mercy. I'm winning.
Cool.
Play? Yeah.
All right.
I'm playing.
Yeah.
Are you going to give us the
Yep, in the chat right now.
Okay. I was asking too. So where do I Kahoot?
I still have a screen that says waiting for players.
I'm coming.
Okay.
It keeps saying player limit reached.
Does it? I only see 3 people.
That's what I'm saying. It keeps saying player limit reached.
Yeah,
I'm trying to join.
I can't get in. I can't get in either. It told me the same
Yeah,
thing.
it's saying the same thing for me too.
All right, we might have to start
bummer.
another one. You might have to restart it, give another number, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I won't play this time. Leave room for the CEOs to participate.
All right, I'll stand back.
Yeah, I know. Fine.
All right, so it has a new code. So
All right.
I put that code in. Where did y'all go? I can't find.
Yeah, it's doing it again.
You
I've
only
never seen it only take 3 people.
It's supposed to take 10. This is what happens with technology.
That is weird. I didn't even try to get in that time, so it popped up.
No, I feel sad now.
Can you go into your settings and change the number? Maybe if you change it to 20, it'll let 10 in. I don't know. Who's trying to become a paid program now?
Oh gosh, I hope not.
Too many people are doing it.
They're in cahoots.
They're in cahoots to get some more money. I know while Miss LaMonica is working on that, I know some of you all are new to School to Careers programming. And if you, I know I received applications for young people that were outside of the city of Pittsburgh. So if that is you, can you hang on the Zoom until we're finished? Because I have a message for you. I think it was 4 of you all, but I know it was like Verona, McKeesport, what was the other place? I have to find it. But if you do not have a Pittsburgh, like 152 something, or well, if you do not live in the city of Pittsburgh, I need you to hold back on at the end of this meeting so we can talk. So it was Verona, McKeesport, Monroeville, and North Braddock. I need to speak to you, please. No questions? You all are awesome. I'm also going to put the Google Classroom link. We will be communicating with you all through Google Classroom. I know I emailed some of you all today to get you the information, but also I know text works as well, but we communicate with our lessons, the videos for each of our classes. If you have to miss a class, we're going to record it and drop it into the Google Classroom. So I put that in the chat. If you currently have a group, if you're set up on Google Classroom, I also put the class code. So that is in the chat. You want to, to go in and list yourself on there as a member of this workshop. And it does start next Wednesday at 4. So a couple different things, and you'll get an email with the link to the Zoom for that day. But getting you signed up for Google Classroom also lets me know who was on this call, who was on this Zoom, and who is still interested.
Awesome. And if you all have any questions about any of that, I'm putting Ms. Carla and my email addresses in the chat. So if you have any questions, feel free to give us a shout. Hopefully it's easy enough to figure out who is who.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we are having some technical difficulties. Ooh, sorry, that last one should be .org. Muscle memory. So we're having some technical difficulties there, so we have to skip the Kahoot ending for our program today. But thank you all for being here. Could we please unmute or give a sign language round of applause for Ms. LaMonica, and a big thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. LaMonica, and we really look forward to seeing you again next week.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
School to Career, your journals are in your Google Classroom by 6 o'clock tonight. So make sure you do that. But everyone else, we'll see you on Wednesday. We'll get you the information as far as where we're going to go for the Zoom next week. One of the things that we did want to mention is you will need a laptop for this workshop. There's no way we're going to have you on multiple screens. You may be working on a couple different things at one time. So we do need to make sure that everyone has an actual laptop or tablet that they can use. All right. One of the other things before I talk to the group that is outside of the city, we wanted to also do some sort of incentives, like a weekly incentive for participation. So we wanted to ask what your suggestions were for that. We do have just, we can't hand out money or anything, but we can maybe do a gift card or, send you something in the mail. We're trying to figure out what that would be. If we were in person, we may do candy or snacks or, something to that effect, but it's a little hard to share my snack with you, from here in Penn Hills. So what are some of the things that you all would like? If, I don't know if it would be, just say if you have perfect attendance for 2 weeks and we do a $5 or $10 Amazon gift card or a Uber Eats card or any of those things. I don't know what you all do. Just what would you all want to see from us? Gift card snack basket. I've never heard of. Oh, you want us to send you a snack basket? Okay. Okay, we can possibly do that. I could, because I shop online, so I could order a bunch of candy or snacks from Giant Eagle, put them in my car because I don't get out of it, and just put them in the mail maybe. Okay, so snack baskets. Anything else? What type of gift cards, Tommy? Bye, Trinity. I think she's gone.